Hey guys, this is Jensen, and today's story time is probably one of the craziest stories on my channel, if not the craziest. So, this is the time that me and my friends were surrounded by the police in the sewers. So, this whole story, it starts out as a normal day. Me and my friends are thinking of things to do. We're just having lunch right now, and I had a friend there that wanted to go to the sewers, and he had never been to the sewers. So me and my other friend, we've been there, and we're like, yeah, that sounds fun. Let's go there with you, and guide you through your first time there. So we went over to the sewers. We skated to the sewers, and these sewers are right off of a trail that a bunch of people walk and bike by, and there's also a busy street there. And I think you guys probably know where this is going because of my intro, and the title. But I guess someone called the police on us on the trail, and people were staring at us when we were hopping the fence to go over to the sewers. But before we even went to the sewers, my friends climbed this bathroom building in the trail, and this person was just staring and was standing looking at us and wouldn't leave. And they didn't threaten to call or anything, but they were like, why, this lady was like, why are you guys climbing up there? Did you lose something? You shouldn't be up there. And I'm just like, I don't know. My friends are climbing up. I think they lost something. But she was looking at us weird, so maybe she's the one who ratted us out for going into the sewers. I have no idea. But we go into the sewers. Nothing is weird yet. We don't just see police show up right away or see a police car going by or anything like that. Now, there's just a normal time in the sewers. Nothing really crazy happens. We don't run into anyone there. We don't get attacked by, vicious birds or something. Bats, I don't know. So, these sewers are around 40 minutes long if you go... There's a split path. And if you go, the right way and then just keep going straight, it ends after, 40 minutes. So, they aren't too long. So nothing crazy happened in the sewers, and this is pretty lucky because sometimes we see a homeless guy or something, I don't know. Nothing too crazy happens when that happens, but it's really scary. You literally don't know what to do in this. And then, so we had a few jump scares or times we were scared because we thought we heard people. But honestly, it was just a fun, relaxing time. I know relaxing in the sewers, but so this is a kind of crazy thing that happened. And so we went to there's these areas of the sewers where it's out in the open kind of. There's this big fence on the top, so you can't get out of it, but it's light out. So it's not as scary, and it's just a cool place to hang out, take a break from walking. And so we climb up this ladder and take a picture. And then my friend climbs up the ladder all the way, and he goes across the top of this thing that's 20 feet high, and if he falls, he's gonna fall into cement. So that was pretty crazy. He did pull-ups on it too, but just normal shit for him. So we were probably around 5 minutes to the end when this story got crazy. I know it's 4 minutes in, but here's the part you guys were looking forward to, I guess. We started sprinting as fast as we could to get to the end. I honestly don't know why. I hate sprinting. It makes me really nauseous because of the tight space in the sewers and the smell, and all of it just makes me disgusted, and I'm always scared of slipping. But you know what? We got to the end. So we're just sitting down in the end area, or the ending to the sewers, after we actually got out, for around a minute or two, just looking on our phones. And no joke, about a minute or two later, a police car shows up. So the end of the sewers is kind of this other part to a school where there's just baseball fields and other sport fields, and absolutely no one was there. So I don't think there's any reason for a police car to pull in there. And this is one of those situations, even if they weren't there for us, still if we got out of the sewers and they saw it, because the parking lot was probably 20 feet away, so they probably would have seen us going out, they probably would have gotten mad at us. And you know what? We decided there's no better option but to go back to the beginning. Because if we go past them and we get stopped by them, well then what's going to happen? We are going to get we would get like arrested maybe, or we would at least have to give our information to them, get a warning. I don't want any of that stuff. I don't want anything to go on my record, obviously. Even if we walked by them casually, it'd still be really awkward. So, yeah, we go back to all the way to the end of the sewers. So it's around an hour. I mean, that's not too long, but if you're going back to the other end, it's pretty annoying, especially when there's police right like on the other side. Like, you're probably going to be pretty nervous. We were really nervous. So, we go to the other, like at the beginning where we came from in the sewers, and I think we got there in like 30 minutes, because literally the whole time we're just sprinting as fast as we can, hoping that like the police didn't chase us in the sewers or anything, and because we just want to get out of this terrible situation that we created for ourselves. So we get out there, like outside of the sewers kind of. We're not fully exposed to like the public yet, and to our surprise, there's a police car pulled on the side of the road right near the sewer entrance. So I'm like, this cannot be a coincidence. Why would a police car be stopped here and the other exit? We were surrounded by the police, and even if this was just a coincidence, if we're going to poke our heads out of these sewers and hop a fence back to the trail, the police are going to talk to us or arrest us or something. So we decided to wait it out. And we don't think that the police are going to come in, but we're honestly just freaking out. Like, that would be the scariest thing if we're just going through the sewers and, like, the police are surrounding us on both sides of the sewers. So that literally surrounding in that situation didn't actually happen. But we went to this one part of the sewers kind of in the middle, because we didn't want to stay at one of the ends with police there. And we stayed in the open area. We stayed there till it got dark. I think it was around an hour, because we wanted to play it safe. We didn't want to have any chance of getting caught by the cops, especially because we already waited it out and went to the other side. You know, if we were going to get caught, we should have just done it already. But we decided we're not going to wait any longer. We're going to go back to the end of the sewers where the police car could be waiting. I really think they have better things to do, you know, like someone's stealing something or a murder. I don't know. Like, really? You're gonna police are gonna waste their time for people going through the sewers, not even doing any real crime besides trespassing? Okay, yes, that's a crime, but so we're extremely tired, and we sit at the end for 10 minutes, the same end. Luckily, no police cars. So that was huge relief. We just wanted to sit and relax, have a conversation, pull out our phones. Now we're going home. And that part wasn't pointless. You'll see why in a second, that this story isn't over yet. So we went back home, and my friends left me because they jaywalked through this huge street. And I didn't want to risk anything. They almost got hit by a car, and I wasn't going to risk my life just to hang out with my friends walking back home with them. So I go the regular way back. I use like a crosswalk, so I'm split up from them. So I'm riding back, thinking all of this is over. And my friend runs back to me. I don't know, I just thought he might be mad at me or something, because he has like this angry look on his face. And then he tells me he lost his phone. He doesn't have it. And I'm like, okay, this has to be a prank. There's no way. So I ask him, is this a prank? He's like, no, I'm dead ass. I'm serious. I'm like, are we really going to have to go through all of the sewers, shine my flashlight at every single speck of the sewers to find your phone? And he thinks he maybe left it in one of those middle parts. So I didn't want to go through these sewers at like 9 o'clock at night, because that's like what time it was at this point. So we go to the end of the sewer. We go back to the end of the sewers. Luckily, his phone was there, so that was a huge relief. We didn't have to go through the whole sewers again. But that's pretty much it. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. I know it's a little bit longer than usual. Never had a video this long. But a lesson to be learned from this is wait for a situation to get better. You know, wait for the timing. If we would have gone out of the sewers at once, I mean, you know, who knows? We could have spent the night in jail. I don't know. And also, make sure to never lose your belongings, like lose your phone, because you might not ever get it back. Like if my friend actually left his phone in the middle of the sewers, he probably wouldn't have gotten it back. But that's it. Make sure to subscribe for more crazy stories, and let me know if you want to hear more crazy sewer stories. So that's it. Thanks for watching, and peace.